up, that I need more of, so pull up, pull up. If you're into that, then pull up.
Yeah, real bitch, but she ain't with the smother shit. Been in the feelings, but she never say I love you shit. She keep her secret like she working for the government. Showing up in the trench coat with nothing under it. Like to drop the top and see the sky when she ride the stick. Look me dead up in my eye when she suck it. Oh yeah. And she got so much class, you wouldn't think she lack it from the back with a thumb up her ass. She gotta have a strong mind just to fuck with her. Cause if you don't, she turn you.
Okay. I'm live with you. Well, I can see the comment. Hey, how everybody doing today? Just filling in for a little while for Satara. She'll be walking through the door as soon as I get started. So anyway, how everybody doing? What's the title of this? Fresh Faces? Talking about the city council, ain't you?
Not really. I only seen first verses.
Well, they do got some fresh faces. They got some very fresh. Well, they got some old faces, but in new places. We put it like that. She watching now too, so she watching on her way in. Stick power. Oh, Rich Corpse already sent a little negative comment. Yeah, I asked him nicely though. I like man, cause I don't really think he a real person. I think he a catfish. So I was like, man, why don't you come in person so we can, have a, 'cause he do a lot of bashing on Facebook, but he a Facebook basher, but he not there. I don't see no sightings. I know he hate the city council was not live. I know a lot of people hate that city council was not live. Man, I can't wait till we get like 2 or 3 council meetings into it. I want to see who gonna be trying to look on their phone and then answer questions and stuff like that. It's gonna be real interesting. It's gonna be real interesting to see can they follow the script. Hey, what up, Bada Bada? How you doing? Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting to see who can, because we seen from the last city council that a certain four they already had a format going into all of the council meetings, and then we had our fifth meeting. We had our fifth man that went on and gave them their vote to, let them do their mayhem. So this gonna be real interesting. As y'all already know, I got a little pet peeve going on with this meeting that's about to take place at Burston, a place that they would not let me hold our third ward speaks meetings at. But now all of a sudden that this council race is over with, and all of a sudden they can. And I said that too, didn't I say? I said he'd give it to Quincy, didn't I say that? And what did he do? He gave it to Quincy. Oh, he's all right for you to gather it with the community, but it's not all right with me. It's like y'all still kicking David. They ain't picking that up, is they? Okay, that's good. That's good. What up, Billy? Why they cut me off? Listen. This last political race was all about getting people elected. It wasn't even about the people. If it was about the people, they would have invited the write-ins to participate in the forum, especially me and Keisha. Keisha was talking about drones. That needed to be in the conversations. Just like on election day, I was passing out sheets of paper letting people know about Flint Voices meeting that took place last Friday and last Saturday and taking place again on Saturday the 20th. It caught on. Listen to Liddell Lewis and Quincy Murphy. They having one. I'm not going to say that Tanya Word or Town Hall had anything to do with me doing the third ward speaks because the Flint Voices is really the third ward speaks. It's just that Miss Claire, Pastor Powell, and Reverend Threlcare was like, man, it's way more than the third ward that you need to be talking about. So I changed the name to Flint Voices. So that's all that changed. Still the idea that we meeting on the first and the third Saturdays. I threw those two. We had two meetings on Friday. We had one with a very small group, and then we had one that we invited the public in. And then we had another one that we invited the public to on Saturday. And the one on the 20th, we'll be inviting the public in. And then probably we'll have another a small group meeting again the first Friday of December. So we just, we keeping it short and simple. But our main goal of it is to spread information. I'm going to get a hold of Art Woodson. I'm going to talk to him because he be in on a lot of stuff. I had to do some investigation before I do some repeating, but he be in on a lot of stuff, and it's important that we hear some of the things that he bring up, especially the stuff that he bring up that they instantly try to contradict. Now, when they instantly try to contradict something, I don't have to do too much research. I know he kind of on point because whenever a group put out good information, they're naysayers, dark-hearted. You know the conversation. Rubber stamps, all that. But it's kind of funny that the dark-hearted people are calling people dark-hearted and that the rubber stampers are calling people rubber stampers. You just got to remember this. The past council approved budgets that turned a $24 million surplus into a $17 million deficit. Are you listening? Man, I hope they revisit it. A city council meeting today, during the election, me and Sheldon Neely, we were having discussions. And I told him, I was like, hey, look, man, why don't you make sure that garbage truck picking all our trash up on garbage day? If you can establish that, then for 30 days, we can start working together. Because you got Blight money and the Blight team that ain't seen to be doing that. It seems like they pick up one pile and it becomes 7 more piles available to be picked up that never get picked up. So I don't really have nothing good to say about that. But I'm hoping that the trash company keep his word when he said he was going to have a community meeting with us, because at that community meeting, I'm going to bring up our 30-day kick it to the curb. And one for them 30 days, when it's garbage day, please pick up all trash. Now, what's amazing to me about this contract is I don't feel we should have any excuses. And what I mean by that, before you accepted the contract, you should have had a map of the city. You should have known all of the streets, all of the days and what streets you were going to be covering. And it should not have been no phone call. We, the citizens of Flint, should not have to make phone calls to this trash company. It should be all in-house. They should have their routes together to where when a truck ride by something that he can't pick up, he can call dispatch and get it done. They should have worked this contract out to make sure our city start looking like Grand Blanc. It don't make no sense that you're doing a contract that pays somebody not to pick your trash up. It just, come on, man, make it make sense. You can't. You can't. So we need to get with this trash company. And then from the little bit of hearing that did take place from what I forgot the lady name, but she said some damaging stuff. I mean, she said some kind of stuff that made me realize, like, hey, I see why these guys don't want to show up. I see why these guys got 2 attorneys to stop them from doing what they are paid to do. And that is address the people. We'll see. We'll see. I'm looking at it like a 4-4 swing with a Herb Winfrey in there. I'm saying it's Presley. I'm saying it's Presley. I'm saying you have Eric Mays. Man, listen, I've been, hey, and I done heard it, but I done heard a lot of good talk coming from people for the longest that have not went through. Okay, get it out there. And I kind of believe him. I kind of believe him, but like I said before, we got to wait and see because a lot of people have said a lot of good things and did opposite. I mean, you got to remember, we just had Santino elected office. Imagine all the living room couches, all the lies he sat down on them couches and told on people. Just imagine that. I ain't hear no. I didn't really. I just the same stuff I heard doing their campaigns. A bunch of nothing. I mean, seriously. I mean, they talking about cleaning up and what. I mean, right now, if they were running for office right now, what's gonna be their slogan? Ain't no parks to clean up in the wintertime. Well, they gonna get some of them all plows and they gonna be walking around talking about vote for me, I'm plowing your streets. Yeah, we gonna, I'm interested to see what kind of grants they're gonna seek. I mean, because on the north side of Flint, we see little wheat grants. We see little food truck grants. I want to see some real big projects. I want to see some $1 and $2 million projects on the north side of Flint. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me see. She if she sent me this text. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. How was that food last time? You gave yours away, brother Roberts. He must have been good because he checked out, didn't he? He gave his to Fonzo, so he helped somebody. You gave yours to Fonzo. He killed his. Yeah, he killed his. All right, we got chicken tacos and beef tacos at Jazzy's House of Tacos. Phone number 810-399-4907. Five tacos supreme, four tacos supreme for $4. On Buick Street, right across the street from Shiloh. Yep. Every Monday. Every Monday. At 10 o'clock tonight. Well, I don't think we got no chicken today. We got turkey. We got turkey and beef. I ain't say chicken, did I? I said chicken. Hey, hey, I'm gonna buy some chicken. She gonna have the I don't blame you. But we don't got no pork though. We ain't doing I understand. We got turkey. Them turkey tacos fire. I didn't mean chicken. Hey, I didn't mean chicken. I ain't good at this. Them new at this. I ain't know. I ain't know. I told her I told her. I say, look, I might well call you on the phone because my face ain't gonna get you no sales. Ain't nobody gonna look at me and go buy no tacos from you. That ain't finna happen. Okay. Well, come on in here. Everybody, look at this beautiful host. with the 2 phones.
Hey, don't tell my
One for the
business.
do and one for the
minding
boo.
my
I got
business.
2 phones, one for the do and one for the do.
You
I got
you
2.
minding my
Oh,
business.
hey, I forgot the lyrics.
You minding my business, Rich. You
I'm
minding
just
my
jealous because
business.
I can't find my J pads. I got 2 J pads missing.
Oh,
All kinds of campaign stuff through all of them. The
man.
906C's Dewey looked like a wrecking ball went through that house. For real, for real. It's so bad. And then my dumb butt, guess what I did? I let the puppies play in there. Guess I needed an hour to clean up.
So what you gonna get?
Man, them some bad puppies. You ain't seen them when I brought them here, did you? I had one of them on the thing. I'm trying to talk on the mic. He nibbling all on my hand. It's the day before election. I'm trying to get a vote. And this dog biting on me.
The dog might have helped you. You ain't have him out enough.
Man, God helped me make it through that. I'm glad. And then guess what I can do now? I can walk. I couldn't even walk for the last 2 weeks of the election.
Yeah.
I can run now. Want to race?
Heck yeah.
You might be able to beat me.
Rich, I'll smoke you.
Give me about another week. I'm gonna take it.
You thought I was gonna say no, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I want to race.
Cause you know what? I might take off and be back to day one with this pain. So I think I'm gonna wait another week.
But don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait another week.
Shirley, thank you. Glad to be back. Listen, you don't even know my name. I ain't been gone that long. Listen, I've been great. I had to do a little recharging, a little resetting. I went out of town for a little bit. Enjoyed myself, and then
That's short for she quit for a minute. Right, go ahead.
She a winner. She make adjustments.
Thank you.
Losers quit.
That's right. And
Winners make adjustments.
Ain't no quitting in me.
We are adjusters.
That's right. Ain't no quitting in me. So yeah, no. And then I went to Atlanta for a week. Kicked it, chilled out. And then I came back and then just working. You know, work requires a lot. Children require a lot. But you know, I'm back in it to win it as usual. Yeah, Becky, I had to bend a few corners. I had to spin the block. No, I did. I needed to get a little recharge and reset. You know, you can't give from an empty vessel, right? So you know, every once in a while, sometimes you need to take a little hiatus and get yourself back and recharge, reset, and get back in the fight, right?
I don't have no problem with what you did, except you didn't take me with you. Otherwise than that, I'm cool with it.
Rich, you was boots to the ground with the campaign. I couldn't do it, not then. Hey, but Rich, now we got time, right? We got time now. So that's it.
Man, I ain't got no time. I have a Friday creeped up on me. I had my flip voices on Friday. It was Thursday. I'm walking around like it's Wednesday. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get all this stuff done by tomorrow. And they ain't called nobody. Nothing.
Hey, call and said nothing. Thank you,
man.
Becky. It's good to be back. Thank you. I appreciate you.
What old Becky talking about?
Oh, she just told me welcome back. I told her thank you.
What's been going on, Miss Becky? Becky got to talk today.
So what's going on? Let's talk.
You know about this. You know about this election, right?
What pray tell are we talking about? What specific part?
What you want to talk about?
No, come on, let's talk about it.
I want to talk about it all.
Okay. Where we starting at? Let's talk about it.
That started in the first ward. That work our way. No, that started at the bottom. That started at the ninth ward with Eva Worthy winning over Steve Barber.
Listen here. Listen. I'm not an Eva fan. I don't even know how we got to the point where we voted her back in. You know what I'm saying? Let me say, I'm just gonna say this. Like, I'm really disappointed in the voting. You know,
this was a sad election.
I was even really disappointed in the way that some people's minds worked as far as how they were deciding where they were voting and how they were voting. Like, it was really weird to me. I ain't gonna lie. It was really, really, really weird. It ain't really much I can say about her. I'm not a fan. You know. I'm definitely not a fan.
Man.
I
look forward to watching her because I'm positive that all during this pandemic, she was taking advantage and she probably had like 3, 4. One with Sheldon Lilly, one with the Community First, and then she was there because you could tell that she was having difficulty expressing herself, especially that little time that Kate Fields got suspended.
You know what?
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. No, I'm saying she had 3 phones for somebody. They was calling her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would have really liked to see Steve Barber a little more. I think that I'm not saying that he wasn't out and about and doing things. I just know that I would have liked to see him a little bit more. I would have liked to see him a bit bolder and a little bit more expressive, and come out a little harder, a little stronger. I would have liked to see that in him. We got to talk to him a little bit when we were first doing this some months, months way prior to the preliminaries. We got a chance to talk to him, and I think he had some good ideas, and he was headed in the right direction for things. But I would have loved to see him step out a little bit more.
I would love to see him and Eva on the same stage answering the same question.
That would be nice.
I would have loved to see that.
Yeah. I would have definitely tuned in for that. But again, I would have really liked to see him be a little bit more bold. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a little reserved even when we seen him and talked to him or whatever. But I would like to see him. I would like to see him.
Question marks too. Kind of question mark like, is he going to be one of these ones that we elect and then they still? I'll call it show their true colors. Maybe like, you already know the voice I'm finna use. Why everybody get elected and then they start going against me? The truth of it is they was against you during the election. They just used you to get elected. Then after they got elected, they went back to their true self. So the question mark on him was that he's gonna go back to his true self if he would have got elected. So, but I think he's a good guy overall.
Yeah. I would have liked to see what he would have done. I really would have liked to see that. Hell, at this point, I think we could have wrote in Daffy Duck and he'd have been all right, and better than Evil Worthy. I'm just saying.
Evil, I don't know. Worthless.
I'm just saying,
She very man, but
I'm just saying.
But we'll see what happened. What about the eighth ward?
What's that? Where is that your phone? Oh, I could hear it. I was just like, well, I'm talking still. Now Steve Barber sent hold on. So Steve Barber was texting Arthur Woodson. No. Eva Worthing sent Steve Barber a text. And
Steve Barber gave it to Arthur Woodson.
Oh, she was dissing Art. Okay. Why she was dissing my homie? Okay. And then and they said, what now? She called who a B word? Art. Oh, Art. I know Art didn't like that. I know he went there. Was she on Hood News? Oh yeah, I miss Hood News. Damn it. Hey, I gotta Becky, I gotta spin the block and go back and watch Hood News from Friday. She was on Hood News. Yeah, he spoke on it on Hood News. Yeah, I got to watch that.
Of course. I think he talked about our friend too, because he was like saying something about even the people that endorsed you didn't like you. And I think he was talking about our friend that they were trying to get me to get, but I'm not sure.
Who? Our friend.
I ain't saying no name.
Damn that, Rich. You ain't about to keep coming on here.
We're not.
Yes, we are. Yeah, No, we ain't playing that, Rich. Who said this? No.
Sometimes the truth gets you bad.
Sure did. Listen, you ain't gonna be bringing stuff up and ain't gonna say it. Okay, now what we talking about, Rich? Come on.
Probably. I don't know.
Wait,
but
what?
my thing maybe be, but I don't know because he said no name and I picked up on a little bit of it, but he was like, even the people that endorse you don't like you. So it was only one name that could, because of, we're going to talk to him when we get to the third ward. We'll talk about
okay, we're going to talk to Eighth ward. Okay, who we got? We got
Fight for One.
Oh, yeah, agree. So, yeah, I'm okay with that. How you feel about that?
Pfeiffer is a businessman.
Nah, but I did see
So, and he has a relationship with Eric Mays. So
Okay.
let's hope that business and that relationship equals something taking good on the north side of.
So I was just getting ready. I was getting ready to say I don't think that that's a bad thing. However,
I hope
I
it's a
think that
good thing.
I think that we gonna have to do what we do with everything. Have to give it some time and see what happened. What shake from it. What shake out the tree. I just hope that he's genuine in the things that he says. You know that he wants to do for the A war. I really do. And so being that he does have the relationship with Eric Mays, you know, maybe some things can come into fruition, you know, and you know, he has a little bit more backing maybe. Because I know, you know, of course, you know, Eric ain't everybody's flavor, but you know,
Eric is most people's favorite. I think.
no, I said flavor. He's not a lot of people's flavor. A lot of people can't take him and don't like him. I'm not saying that per se for myself, but you know, but I'm just saying, like, I do hope that some good things come out of that. Yeah, like you said, he is a businessman, and with that being said, maybe that that'll do some good on that board. I'm not saying like nobody else was not, you know, had business minds or you know on the board or whatever, but maybe for real.
But
for
they
real,
got
some
that
things
community
happen.
first business mind. That apartments everywhere, and let's give Jefferson $5,000 and give Burson $1 million stuff. No, his brother used to own Blackstone. That's his brother Don.
Oh, that's his brother.
His brother was
I got you.
Don.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. Got you.
But they both got super deep pockets.
I like Blackstones. They had the chicken wings bomb.
Yeah, they got.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You used to.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Do y'all know
Yeah.
that Riviera used to be A&W?
Back in the day.
It was
Yeah.
A&W.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they first converted over to Riviera, they still left the little thing up. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Because me and Ira Dorsey was up there. He was, how much beef can a nigga take? He was hitting them lines up under there. I remember them.
I'm okay with the A4 right now. Yeah. You got to give him a chance. So, you know, he ain't had a chance to disappoint us yet. You know what I'm saying? Or make us happy, right? So I think that he deserves a shot. Go for it. Hey, shit, what's gonna hurt?
My bad. I had the mic off.
Oh, okay.
They said they cannot hear the background
Oh, they
voice.
couldn't hear you.
Yeah, because I had to turn my mic off.
Well, like I said, I think that we didn't give him we gotta give him a chance. So let's see.
Jaleel, you always starting something, but I got some.
Let me read what this dude
No, I got Jaleel. I got Jaleel, brother. I got Jaleel. Jaleel didn't say nothing bad, brother.
No, I didn't say he didn't.
No, I'm saying, I was saying Rich. I was saying
what
Rich.
are the action items that need tending to, and will action be taken to help improve the quality of life in our communities? That's a great question, and I think we should pose that to all of them. I think
Jaleel, I just sent your request out, man. Set it in. You can come in and answer your own question. My bad, Bot. I just had the mic off. Yeah. So, how you feel about the 7th ward then?
7th ward. Okay, go on, throw them names at me. Let's talk about it.
Monica caught up with you.
Yeah.
It caught up with you. I'm just gonna be honest.
So who we got that won?
We got that big girl,
Allie Hogan,
or something.
Allie Hogan Roder.
She a big girl with a big name.
Allie Hogan Roder.
Now listen here. Now we ain't gonna do that, Rich.
No, she big though.
Yep.
Oh, hold up. They said, it wasn't certified. Oh, my bad.
No, it's not going to be certified till Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, they said.
And then after Wednesday or Thursday, we got a lot of angry people. Ain't no telling what they going to do. Everybody a lot of people just laying down. But me, myself, I'm just going to be real with it. I ain't pressing no issues, but I ain't lying. So if anybody come to me with any question, I'm telling the truth. But it's a lot of it's been a lot
We'll
of
catch you
people.
next time then, Jaleel.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay, so she said, what did she say? Oh, this was Adrian. Hi, Adrian. Adrian Nance said, I guess y'all have had conversation in reference to votes not certified. The swearing in is not valid, unacceptable to the 10th power. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's probably gonna get certified. But then, like I said, I don't think like our last. I'm just gonna be straight to the point. Our last mayoral race. Y'all remember that little press conference that they had in
How
John
did you see?
Gleason's office?
You see what they said? She a Republican.
Who
Allie, we still on the 7th ward.
Allie is a Republican. There's a lot of Republicans on this thing.
Wait,
Pfeiffer is a
wait a
Republican.
minute. No, hold on. So who else was running against Monica?
Lakeisha Taru, the right end.
Oh, right.
And she did not cause Monica that election because if you would have had Monica votes with Keisha votes, she still would have lost.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I applaud Lakeisha. Stay in the fight, baby. Down on your feet, not on your knees. I'm with you.
Man, I like that drone program that she had. Now that tiny house, we was gonna fight about that. We still gonna fight because I ain't for that. But as far as that drone program, that I'm behind that drone program.
I can't say that Lakeisha caused or didn't cause Monica's demise in the race. I don't know that to be true.
I think Monica was on her own demise.
I was just getting ready to say.
I think that roller coaster.
Rich, hold up, man. You cutting it off, Richard.
I think Monica cut her own nose off, spite her face. You know what I'm saying? I think that it was a few things in the work that made people just say, you know what, I'm done, I'm out. And I think that maybe some of the things that she tried to do to switch it back was too little, too late.
I'm gonna have to call some of my Southside people because I didn't understand the Valley should have voted for her. I'm gonna go over. I couldn't see her not getting the Valley because that's predominantly black.
But
I couldn't see the states not voting for her. That's predominantly black. I couldn't see Stewart Hood not voting for her. That's predominantly black.
They got
thing.
some numbers.
Yeah, but how many? Okay, so when these numbers and all that stuff come out, like when do you find out like how many what percentage of people didn't vote?
You're gonna find all that out by no later than Thursday.
Okay. Because
they say Wednesday, that's why I say Thursday. That way you saying Wednesday, then by the time they give it to you, really Thursday.
Well, Bada said racism was a large vote.
I can.
Man, I think it was that dark literature.
Oh, answer this question because Bada did say they said who was the dark money people then?
Well, we're going to start with the first ward.
No, we still at the 7th ward.
Who benefited from the dark money?
Right.
The winner.
So you saying 7?
Monica didn't have no. Monica might not even have no green money.
See, she said just what I said. Bada said results from the Valley, the states, and Stewart area. That's what I'm saying. That's all black. I'm confused.
We didn't hit them hard enough for her. She didn't. And another thing, you was fighting against a mass mailing with no street teams. Sister Muhammad, no street team fighting a
we
mass
ain't got
mailing.
there yet, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. But
you jumping the gun.
But that was
I'm about to because Rich ain't listening.
I'm sorry, but serious, that was a serious problem.
But we still on the 7th.
We gonna keep going down the line, and you gonna see where that dark money played.
So which way y'all think Allie will vote? Which way you think she going? Would you think she'd be one that'll go back and revisit that contract, that garbage contract, or we gonna see more deals like that going down?
I see the rubber stamp.
I don't know.
I hope I'm wrong.
I'm with Rich. I hope I'm wrong. But here's the thing, and the only reason I say that because I don't know, and I could be wrong because y'all know I don't follow with that stuff. But was she speaking against that type of stuff?
She wasn't even calling in the city council.
That's my whole point. Thank you. You answered my
I mean,
question.
they voted for somebody that don't even call in the city council meeting. They voted for somebody that got destroyed by Monica at the Brady Center.
But I didn't even. I wasn't. Listen.
Because
but here's the
go
thing.
ahead.
This is what I don't understand. I don't understand how, like, especially like when you're voting and people, you vote. Usually, it's a popularity contest, right? And it's usually by name and who you know, right?
Right. As always.
And so, however, I ain't heard this lady's name. Like
no,
that.
I was going to tell you.
I'm trying to figure it out.
I would let you listen. I would let you see the debate. I watched the debate, right?
She got killed.
She couldn't answer none of the questions. Yeah, Rich, hold on though, brother. The debate was, I watched her debate, but just like what you said, it's going by the popularity. But I think when Monica made the mistake I think Monica got too geeked from the primary. And because she seen how she won in the primary, I thought she was gonna get that again.
I want to figure out that
I think that's an issue with people, right? They get a little too cocky and forget to do the work.
Because she didn't do no work. She shouldn't have lost. Just being honest, she shouldn't have lost because this wasn't that her second term. Her ground game should have been so good on the south side that Monica should have had the foothold just from the valley. I understand Neely was supporting them. It was probably racism in this, and it said it was racism in the 7th Ward was the winner. But the thing was, if she would have hit them 3 areas, Stewart Hood, if she would have hit Stewart Hood, the States, in the Valley, Monica would have won.
But that's the thing. What's the issue? What's the problem? What makes you feel like you don't have to do that type of work? I would like to speak with her now, like talk to her now. Not from there, but now to say, okay, where do you think you went wrong? What do you think you could have done better to make the results be in your favor? Because at this point, I'm just trying to figure out, like, why didn't you do the work? Why weren't you out there with the people? We had some great weather, and you can't tell me it was the weather, right?
No, I think. To me,
do you get too busy? No, I'm just saying.
I think it'd be arrogant sometimes. I think sometimes
that's exactly
arrogance.
it. But why is your arrogance and your ego does it make you automatically think that that's what people gonna go for? Because it's not though. Like, people really want to know that you out there and
she was there 2 terms. I think that 2 terms, and I think she underestimated. See, because this is the thing I get sick of hearing people say. Yeah, Bada, we are our worst enemy. And then the racing, like Bada said, racism will let Monica win. But really, when you got more blacks in the 7th Ward, it's more self-hate why Monica didn't win. And I mean from blacks.
But can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
And this goes for all wards in the city of Flint. The more black people you have in your wards, the less people you have going to the polls.
Right.
Chris said she was busy getting awards from the state. See, that's what I'm saying. I think the focus gets shifted, Chris. That's what I'm saying. And you feel like you got it in the bag, and then you so worried about getting accolades and getting a pat on the back, or getting a little trophy, or getting a little plaque, or getting a picture out.
For the wrong vote.
And then you be, but what votes?
Fighting for the wrong vote.
You're not voting. How you fighting for the wrong votes?
Because them people that he was talking about, ain't caring about none of that. What you just said. Fighting for the wrong votes. They can care less about her getting all them accolades.
But
they want to see her. They want to see her playing with their kids and giving them hamburgers. She should have came out there.
Not what Chris said. You right. She was too busy up there and wasn't in her neighborhood.
Yep.
See, when they talk about you're right.
That was my whole point. Like, why are you not out there, like, in the communities and doing all of that? Like, I don't understand that. Why don't you know all these people by name? Because if this is your second term, you should know damn near everybody in the neighborhood, right? You should know everybody all over this place. Because this is your second term. There is no way you should not be personable with these people, correct? That's how I feel.
A smart person who wanted to be in that seat would be there.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm going to be honest. Because I recall Monica. And when I was out getting signatures on Monica, they were telling me, I'm talking about these are the black people that I was talking to. They were telling me that they ain't seen her since she knocked on their door and got on the vote for her.
The first time?
Yeah, so this was we gotta remember, like I said, she done had a roller coaster career. You know, one time she with the Fields, next time she ain't with the Fields. One time she trying to take Eric's seat, the next minute she trying to have a special meeting with him. It been a serious roller coaster. And then once again, it was a lot of dark money being spent. And it was a lot of crying about dark money instead of effort and energy. You gotta beat dark money with effort and energy. You gotta get out there and hit the people.
But that's what
who was the dark money people?
Who the dark money people?
The dark money winners?
No, who were the money people?
Now that's a great question. I know who they are associated with, but I can't say that that is Sheldon Neely. I'm not gonna say that it's Sheldon Neely because they bug is not official. So there's no way you can track back to who they are. It's just a bunch of people put out a bunch of literature with no tracking, and that could become an issue after Wednesday.
But somebody got
become an issue after Wednesday. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, but what I'm saying is we gotta know who the dark money people is because they somebody because it ain't nobody broke.
And that could be the reason that this election is voided.
Chris said Kate Fields and Worthing was sending people at Monica.
I can believe that.
That's the truth.
I can look.
That's the truth. Anybody from that Flint Root Boot page was sending people at Monica. That was their choice. They want an alley.
Okay, well, since we got her, now what y'all feel about the 6th ward?
Tanya Burns?
Yes, sir.
Well, Tanya Burns been saying from day one that she ain't recalling nobody, so everybody's safe far as on the bad side.
No, but how would she vote?
I think she gonna vote for the people. I feel that she had a tough fight in that 6th ward.
Right.
And it's a lot of vocal people in that 6th ward. I think Tanya gonna represent to keep her spot there because it's like I said, it ain't none of this clear cutting over, and it ain't gonna be like it was in that last mayor election where they held all that illegal stuff and then the election was over with, they got away with it. It ain't finna go down like that this time.
So
it's a whole different set of people.
Jaleel said, well, let's change it from dark money, using the term dark money. He said it's continue to forge a racist connotation that dark equals evil. Let us use
it is evil money.
He said evil money or white money.
I feel you.
Yeah, instead of saying
black
money.
But they might not be white, Jaleel.
So here's the thing.
They might not be white.
They might do.
We don't know. Like I said, if they got a bug that you can't chase.
Tanya Burns was going up against
Claudia Perkins,
right?
I was a little tossed in there.
I wanted Claudia, to be honest. I was a little,
listen here. Okay,
I got a little bias toward her.
I would have liked to see Claudia in the seat, Miss Claudia. I would have liked to see her in that seat because I don't know. It's just some things about trying to rub you the wrong way a little bit.
I mean, that's what I'm kind of mad about. I feel like she did. Then she stepped on Mr. Dewan Robinson. That's my kind of Tanya. Did she
stepped on him?
She did a lot. She did a lot.
What we talking about?
She stepped on Dewan. She was a corporate in the bad image of Karen Weaver. You know, she did a lot.
All right.
She did a lot.
You don't open that up. Let's step in the door. Let me open the door. Let me step in. All right. Let's go with that. So
wait, before you start, she has apologized to Karen Weaver. Okay.
Did she apologize to Dewan for what she did?
Never.
Oh.
She haven't done that yet.
All right. Okay. So y'all know
people can change.
Leopard don't change his spot.
Right about.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying. The leopard don't change his spot. I can apologize until the cows come home, but that don't change my character.
No, it don't.
That's all I'm saying.
Facts.
Listen, I'm just telling you what I know for sure. My 44 years on this earth, a leopard don't change his spots, and just because you apologize, it ain't changing your character. That's all I'm saying. That being said, That's the type of stuff that rubbed me the wrong way. Okay, I can accept your apology, and I can be as civil as anything towards you. However, that dagger you got in my back is still a. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. It's some wounds even cocoa butter can't heal. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I'm with you. I get
So
it.
my point in that is that just because the apology is there, and just because I just feel like, when you have when there's something on the line, and there's some type of agenda that you need to get ahead, right? And you you do certain things to get where you need to go, right?
No doubt.
Pat on people, you rub on people, you hug on people, you apologize to people, and all these other things to get to what you need to get across. Now, I'm gonna be totally honest in saying that I'm not saying that this lady hasn't, you know, decided that, okay, this is water under the bridge. I apologize. I'm sorry, or however she said it, to say to whomever. But here's the thing: if in fact your character has changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
That apology that she extended to her should have been extended to him as well, correct? Because
Right.
if this is the thing that you did to these people, why wouldn't you wanna mend those things with everybody, right? Because here's the thing, this is where I sit with it.
Right.
This is just me and my own character. I don't care about burning no bridges.
She's talking about Tanya and Becky. Tanya Burns. We on the 6th
Yeah,
ward.
we on the 6th ward, Tanya Burns. So if I burn a bridge because I feel like I don't need you to cross over, I'm gonna burn it. Because I don't have any type of feeling in me that say that I'm gonna build it back up, or I'm gonna patch it back up, or I'm gonna throw you a rope over there. None of that, right? But I just feel like some things you just ain't no coming back from that.
But
It just ain't no coming back from it. Not no coming back to where I can't accept your apology, but ain't no coming back to where we cool, we good.
But this the point that I'm making though, because he's an activist in the streets.
Who?
Dwan.
Yeah.
And she's a councilwoman now. They're gonna have to run into each other.
Well, shouldn't they been running into each other?
No, they wouldn't. I mean, they wouldn't run it, but now because she yes, they should. I'm just saying. But now I feel like with her being because she's on the council now.
But here's my thing with that. No matter how I feel about whomever personally, why should that be getting in the way of what we need to be doing for the people? That has absolutely, it doesn't negate the fact that the people need us. Whether we get along behind closed doors or not, because at the end of the day, it's not even about us.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's a conversation they do probably need to sit down. Because what I'm saying, she a council person now. She a 6th ward councilwoman. Him being an activist, eventually he gonna have to go down there. And you don't want no bias like where if he coming up for something and she already holding that grudge. That's what I'm saying. Is she gonna be able to put the stuff to the side?
And how is she not? Because Dewan and Karen like these, right?
Yeah, that's what they are.
That's all I'm saying. They like these. It ain't like she not gonna see him. And if you done built that alliance back with her, why you ain't building it back with him? So what is it? What was the whole thing? What was the problem? Like I don't know. I don't know. What was the problem?
I don't know. What was the problem, Rich?
I don't know what the problem
was. I just think probably.
I know they got a serious issue though. Whatever it is serious, and that
it need to be worked out though.
I don't know, but I just feel like if you feel away and you really feeling like I'm switching gears and I'm making that change and I'm switching gears, you should be switching it with everybody. Unless something. Listen, I'm not saying
the reason I'm asking that
because I don't know what happened between them, so I'm not gonna say that she owed
that man. No. The reason I'm saying that is because it is. I mean, from the things that I've heard, I feel like they need to sit down because it is like you said. If you cool with this, she's cool with Weaver, and he's cool with Weaver. That's what I'm saying. They should be able to have.
I got more questions than I have answers, so because I don't know what the thing was. I just know that, like I said before, a leopard don't change the spot.
Well, Jaleel said. Jaleel said a leopard don't change the spot, but put a panther can hide them. If you understand, that's what Jaleel said.
I do understand.
Stay off my good Muslim brother. I see y'all been trying to come at his house.
No.
Tanya Burns, Chris, they have a misunderstanding that can be worked out.
Oh, okay.
You know, we all know what she did, but this is what I'm saying. This is the type of people that's on council, though. See, now she's on council. I understand she was with Neely, but now she, you know, she against Neely. But this is my thing. Rich said, you said she gonna vote for the people, though. So she should put all that to the side. She should be voting for the people.
Okay.
Now,
She ain't gonna have no choice. She's not gonna have no choice. There's a couple of them that can go out there and go against the will of the people. She's not one of them.
Why you say that?
Well, number one, because of what she ran on. She ran on transparency.
Oh, wait a minute.
She started off being transparent by having a town hall.
Okay.
She's the first one to have a town hall. So she's trying to be transparent. But once again, like I said, none of this is over with it yet because it's a whole lot of stuff that was wrong that the people ain't, from what I'm feeling, they ain't just finna lay down and just let this lay like it
Well,
is.
hold on. What do you mean? We're gonna get since we right here. So you saying some people cheated, so with the people wasn't happy?
The people that got cheated this time around
I feel
ain't as laid back as they were in the mayoral election. I'm gonna repeat again. Everybody and their mama knew that press conference that they had in John Gleason's office with that lady holding up an absentee ballot application, claiming that it was an absentee ballot being passed out by Karen Weaver. We all know, the whole country know that was illegal and nothing was done. They got away with it. I don't think it's going to happen like that this time. Maybe it is.
Lady?
Karen Weaver.
No,
They had a lady that I'm not gonna say, but they just had somebody that easily could get up there and be confused to thinking that an absentee application was a ballot. They were very bold, loud, and clear.
So what you trying to say? Basically, this is what I'm trying to get to because
that is Karen Weaver would have presented a challenge about that.
We're not talking. We're not
about
going
that ballot.
yeah, but
that election would have been voided.
But that one's over though, Rich. We talking about right now.
But this time,
that's what we're talking about.
The dark money, they might not get away with it. They may get away with it. That's why.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna go back to Tanya Burns' thing. I really truly hope.
No dark money was against her though. Was on her side.
I really truly in my heart hope that these things that she really has turned the corner. And she really mean that, and she really means that, she's going to be on the up and up about everything, and she really is for the people. The only thing I can say is we just got to give her a chance. The same thing I said with the other guy.
Dennis Pfeiffer, yeah.
We have to give her a chance, and I'm praying that, and I'm praying that everything works out the way that we hope it works out, and I know that we hope that she is truly gonna vote for the people, and I really truly hope that she can be in those working relationships with people that they can work together for the people. Need is. She needs to. I'm just saying that I hope that she does. I hope. Let me not just put it just on her. I hope that they do, because it's not just her. It don't all just fall on her, because somebody got to be the bigger person, right? It's not all on her. So let me make that clear, that it's not just all on her. And I'm not saying that she the only one that got to extend the olive branch. She does not. It's not all on her, because at the end of the day, somebody else can say, you know what? Okay, she ain't came to me yet. Well, let me go to her. Somebody can do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I got you.
We all got to be the bigger person sometimes. So, but I really hope in my heart that she can. So I'm rooting for her, to be honest. In my whole heart of hearts, I'm rooting for her, because I really hope that's what it is. So I listen.
How y'all feel about then? Well, we didn't spend enough time on the 6th. What about the 5th?
Like I said, the 5th.
Yeah.
Jerry Winfrey Carter. Mm-hmm. It was rough, but you got back up in there. I know one thing. Over these next 5 years, she gonna have to spend more time with us.
So it was Jerry Winfrey Carter
and Joe
and Mr. Paintbrush.
Scapani.
Yeah.
Joseph. Joe.
Scapani.
Yeah, I might be saying it wrong.
Okay. No, I might be saying it wrong. Hell, I don't know.
Yeah,
okay.
Joe. So how y'all
Did he participate in anything?
I do feel like the Fifth Ward need a lot.
Yeah.
As far as the Fifth Ward needs a lot, and I really hope that know, she don't just stay on one side of the fence.
I want to see the Fifth Ward black again.
Yeah. But I would like to see it built back up, and I would like to see, but I would like it not to just be on one side.
Right.
You
Yeah.
Like I would like to see it more than just like by Hurley Hospital,
Right.
type of thing, you know, over that way. I would like to see it all the way around. I would like.
I like to see it come up to Welch, Lion Street.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would love to see it on all sides, and I would love to see her be out there on all sides and see it built back up.
And no more apartments.
She
now, Chris,
she was
Chris, I do agree with you with that, Chris.
I would have liked to see her the same way I said with Steve Barber. I would have liked to see her a way more boastful, way more loud, and you know, out there a bit more. I would have liked to see her a bit more.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'd love to see her more, and active with the people over there.
I would have liked to see her stand behind my zero balance all residence water account, because I'm quite sure all them 600 people, at least 200 live in that Fifth Ward.
I wish all of them would get behind your zero balance.
I wish they all would too. So she wasn't behind you?
No, none of them. Nobody. They silenced me during this campaign.
Jerry,
I was blackballed and everything.
Jerry.
I think.
What's up?
No.
Wait. Can I say this?
Go ahead.
What's the problem with speaking out towards that? Like, what's y'all beef with that? What's your issue? Can we talk about it, like all of y'all that's not behind that? Can we talk about that? Can y'all make me understand why that water is not an issue for y'all? Because we 7 years deep. Why is that not being loud and proud on y'all? Like, why you're not behind this man on that? That's crazy as hell. To me, that don't even make no sense. You feel me? Like, I'm serious. And in places like that, like the Fifth Ward, that's, you know, like a little more destitute than some areas. Why in the hell aren't you behind that? You should be out there standing right next to him. You should have been on that t-shirt with him. Like, I don't understand that. To me, that's crazy. And we still 7 years in, and we still talking about this. We still dealing with this. And you not loud and proud and standing behind him on that. That's some stuff. Nobody. I ain't gonna lie.
None of them did. I'm gonna keep it real. The reason why they didn't is because I wasn't. If I would have been on the ballot, they would have stood behind. Being that I wasn't on the ballot, they choice to win. They wanted to check. They wanted to try.
But it's for the people.
But they don't care about the people.
Rich, we ain't got to the third yet. We still on the first. So, but she cool with. I feel give her a chance. This her second time. She should know how to get it rolling, because this was her first time.
To get reelected.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And she was listening to the wrong people. It was a lot of people out there, just like when Eric made subpoena Rick Snyder.
Rich, but if you're gonna go by that though, Rich, it was a lot of mess that was going on. But Eric was one of them voted for that 50-year tax break. So you can't.
And I ain't disagreeing with that. But what I'm saying about the subpoena Rick Snyder took place before the
but what administration was that up under though?
Under the Weaver, under the Karen Weaver.
That's what I'm saying. Then you got to go look.
And I'm just keeping it real. We did not bag Eric in that situation. When we have situations like that, to where we supposed to get behind people, we let those Facebook the politic reboot people distract our attention, change our conversations. And it be very important matter. But with this zero balance, that's the same thing that happened with that.
But Rich, I don't think the Flint Politics Group
reboot.
Hold on, but I'm just saying, but that wouldn't do it, the Weaver administration. You can't throw that up there.
But even if it was though,
those same people were attacking Eric from different angles back then too. They ain't going nowhere. Their name changed, but like you said about the popular leopard, same thing.
But
the group name changed, but their goals remain the same.
But you giving that page that much power?
No, I'm not giving them that much power, but I'm just saying that people chime into those conversations instead of buckling. But look what happened. They talked about him driving up and down the wrong way side of the street. That's about 1 million years old. But every time you bring up something about their path, they say, "Oh, that's moved forward." But they keep bringing up the 4 flat tires and all that other stuff.
Well, they can't say that now.
But
they still gonna bring it up. They still model my alcohol.
But here's my thing with that. They can bring that up to the cows come home. So instead of arguing about it, say yeah and move on. This is what I would say to Eric. Okay, accept it. Say yeah, move on. Yeah, I did it, and so what? Okay, now we talking
We
about
done
this.
moved on. It ain't no choice but to move on
But
because
we keep talking about it like over and over again.
no,
and
because
regardless of them bringing
I'm
it back
sorry.
up.
I'm sorry, but I had to keep making that example about how our people direct their attention to the wrong stuff, and we let the right stuff. Like this
That's
man,
what I'm saying.
this
You
man
give
is
it that
finna get
much
off.
power, like you
This
did
man
all
is
of
finna
that.
get off with
You
a
get what I'm
scratch.
saying, man?
Yeah, but what you mentioned, Rich, I'm not making them. They didn't make her Winfrey vote that way.
That's what
See, that's what I'm saying. You giving something that no. When we talk about the votes, they didn't make Herb Winfrey voted that group. Then that Facebook group ain't make Herb Winfrey vote like that. That's what I'm talking about. When them people got up in them seats and voted for like that.
For that hotel.
Not just for the hotel, for that garbage contract, for all of that's what I'm saying.
That garbage contract, them Facebook, they boosted that too.
But what I'm saying,
but that's crazy.
But they didn't vote though. Them not even vote. Yeah,
no,
the council people that voted for that. They got to live. That's all I'm saying. They got to live with that decision. I don't look at no group made them.
That's
do that.
all. If I recall, wasn't Kate Field? Wasn't she one of the ones that voted for Republican trash companies?
Matter of fact, since we in the fifth ward, so we agree with Jerry Winfrey Carter gonna do better. So I believe she can do better for this.
I think she got shook up this time around. I think she gonna be different.
Yeah, because she was Team Neely in the beginning. We're gonna just call.
She was all kinds of things. But
I think that's the problem though. But I think that's the problem though. It's the circles that we keep.
Yeah. I think she got woke up and she seen what that was for hitching herself. How he tried to leave her out there.
And again, that's the circles that you keep, right?
Yeah.
But when you play silly games, you get silly prizes.
No, that's what happened because she like. To me, I think now she should be more spoken. She should understand what the game is now, because that's all it is a game. But how can you suit the game to help your constituents in your ward? You know what I'm saying? That's what. Okay, now we can go to the fourth ward. Yeah. How you feel about the new leadership? Kate out. Now, since you were talking about Kate voted for that contract, yeah, Kate voted for that contract, and I believe that's why she really out of her seat. The way she voted, all the ones who lost, I believe, especially this. I think Kate was so worried about, like they were saying, she was so worried about Eric and Eric out of seat all the other people. I think she forgot about her own. I think she underestimated Judy.
I think the fourth ward, like I kept trying to tell Kate Field, you would see through. I think the fourth ward was just tired of her. They voted for somebody they don't even know.
Chris, we're gonna answer that when we get to the second.
Go ahead. Don't even know. Don't nobody even know that lady. And then y'all dumb. Y'all gonna give her publicity. Talking about she hitched on to Eric May. Eric May don't even know that woman. Don't nobody even know her, y'all.
But
that's the fourth ward was tired of Kate.
Talk about Judy Priestley.
Now see, there's another thing. Okay, so
no, that was a Kate Field, but Kate lost her seat worrying about Eric.
She did. She was worried about the wrong
thing. She was another moniker.
But here's the thing. Yep, you're right. But here's the thing with that though. So do we really think Judy Priestley gonna do something?
I think she the new Herb Winfrey.
I think she's the most. I think she's gonna be. Tough. I think she's gonna be the.
Yikes. Yeah.
You think that? I think they'd have made her the most powerful council person.
I think she gonna wake up one morning like, "Hey, Mr. Mays, how you doing?" Let's get that old evil worthless. And then she'll wake up the next day. You know, even you ain't all that worthless at all. We need to slap Mr. Mays. Ain't no telling what side of the bed this woman gonna wake up on. Ain't no telling who done already took her out to dinner.
But this the sad part, because I agree with Brother Roberts on this. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, because when I said it, it's five. It's what is it? 4 whites and 5 blacks, right? It should never be where you can't get nothing done from the wards, the first, second, and third. That's really hit hard. Even the fourth ward bad as it's hit. It should not be able to get nothing done. But with that, like you saying, it's already a 4-4. That makes Judy Presley because. Both fours gonna need her as a deciding vote, so they done made her a powerful vote. But my thing is this:
so Judy Priestley is Switzerland.
What you mean Switzerland?
You know, Switzerland ain't on nobody's side.
Oh, okay, I got you.
We don't know. We don't know that. You got to remember what y'all walk the streets. What she got in her front yard?
Trump signs.
Trump signs.
Well, that was my reason. That was
Confederate flags.
But that
all
was
that
my
stuff.
reason in asking what I asked.
We don't know what
think
this
she gonna
woman
do
had.
anything any different?
How did Kate do anything any differently? Kate was so-called a liberal, but y'all said she was racist, right?
Kate was voting. Kate was corporate voting.
Allegedly.
She was voting for the corporate. She wasn't voting for the fourth ward. She wasn't voting for the third ward. No ward. She was voting for corporate takeover.
So that goes back to, but at least you know with Judy what you getting, like you said, Shawty telling you shit, Trump supporter, the Confederate flag. At least
if the corporations get a hold of her.
But hold up. I'd rather, and I'm just saying, I'd rather know. No, I'd rather you coming in as a wolf and then you trying to come in as a sheep a wolf dressed as a sheep. Because that's what you was getting from Kate. Kate was smiling in your face and killing you with her voting decision.
And fighting with me, telling me that the water count couldn't be zero balance and all that stuff.
So with that being said, though, I agree with you. Yeah, I wish he could have got out there a little bit earlier and and a little harder.
Who?
Mike.
But I think, but we know we have to be honest. We have to be straight up honest with questions though. With that, I think it's gonna be hard for a black to get elected in the fourth ward. So let's don't even play that game.
No. I'm not saying that.
I know it's gonna be hard.
I would have liked to see him
earlier
to get out of
No, I believe if he'd have got out there 7 years ago, they not gonna elect. Listen, we can play the game if we want. Them are hard. Just going down some of them streets, them was some straight cold. It was like being in the South.
Man,
I couldn't believe some of them had the nerve to be racist.
And they hate orange and blue.
But it's trashy as that daggone neighborhood is. My goodness.
That's what I'm saying. That's just like with the ninth ward. It's gonna be hard when you got the dynamics of the ratio where there's more blacks than whites.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be real. Like it'll be hard for. I know. I would have loved it, but I knew he was fighting up a hill that he wasn't gonna get. Like how Kate came out there when he was throwing his whistle. That's why she lost her seat. Remember when he was throwing his block party out there? How she came saying, "Did he have a permit and all that?" Yeah, but she good. She out. But I'm just saying, the fourth ward, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if they for the people.
These people.
Oh no, we had a defender of that though. Y'all remember Aunt Flo defended that. She tried to Aunt Flo, and it's not no diss Aunt Flo, it's just the truth. Because when you was on the show, no, she ain't on. Because when she was on here, I told her that. I said, "How can y'all?" Because I didn't understand it. I couldn't understand when she tried to say like she was tricked into being saying "you people." We got to stop that because if you can call this
ain't no trick to something you've been doing all your life. That's spot again.
Listen, first of all, I don't know how any person of color let that slide anyway, and even agree that she got tricked into that. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, that's what Aunt Flo said.
That she got tricked into that?
She feels she got tricked into that.
No flow.
But that was old though. When Flo, but she feel like I can't understand how
no memory though, bro.
Yes, I couldn't believe it.
That's what we gotta do. We gotta have no memory.
Oh, they said
thin skin. We gotta stand up and make these folks accountable for the things that they say you do.
But the lovely Mrs. Barbara Moore, not taking no shots, but she said the same thing too. She tried to justify it. Remember, she called in the city council and said, "Yeah, I said it to you people."
Poor Barbara Moore, no more city council phone calls. It's over.
But that was it for
That's so disappointing and disheartening.
Barbara Moore gonna have to come to Flint now. She want to talk.
I'm not. How we let that slide, y'all? How we let that slide? We gonna let them get on here and tell us that they made a mistake. So you telling me if somebody come up there and they say, "Nigga, move out my way," they gonna?
No, you mean no. Let's say right when nigger move out my way with the ER. Our people will find a way and justify it because you know what they say?
That's my thing,
we call
though.
each other niggas.
But that's my thing, though. When we gonna get to that point? Okay, yeah, we did. But I feel like
Jaleel said,
we took it back. It's our work. We took it back.
Oh, Jaleel got a question for y'all. It said, does any of the hosts believe our condition will improve by city council, or do we have to change our own condition? We have to change our own condition.
We have to change our own condition.
Jaleel, you know, me and you talked about this many times.
How many city councils have we had that you look like they changed the condition of the people?
None.
Okay.
Yeah, wait a minute. All of them have, but let's rephrase that to the worst. To the worst. We have been year after year after year after election after election after election talking about all the money going downtown, nothing coming north.
Who should be happy? I should be happy right now. Chris, explain that to me.
Bada said she just talked to the Councilman Eric Mays moments ago, and he said it's better to be safe than sorry. And tonight's meeting has been canceled until the election is certified.
So they're not meeting up at 7:30 today?
Nope.
Good, I can go make some money.
Better to be safe than sorry.
I'm on the corner getting signatures.
No, we need our own, but Jaleel, my question to Jaleel is, but that's the thing with all is we need our people to get out here and vote. That's what I've been looking at, because every time we say vote, they don't change. They ain't gonna change nothing. Listen, man, this is white people business. We are handling the fair that they letting blacks get in and do this. Because if any of them got in, just like me and Brother Roberts talk Saturday, if any one of them 9 council people really did something to help the city, to help the people of Flint, they wouldn't be on that council seat. If we had Chris. 9,
Chris, you are absolutely right. Okay, I was just checking
what he said.
He said that council before now was bullshit. Agree.
Oh, Bria Jones said you people too, Bottle. That's what you saying. And Bria Jones is, I said you know who she is.
That's the news lady.
Yeah, she doing things. She's trying to come. She's a company lady. That's all.
I'm surprised they let her cover that Murdoch case.
For real?
Yeah, man. Because I was, but then again, they had kept it under wrap till the election was over with.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing about the voting thing, right? So I just feel like, people don't have any trust in that. No way around. They have zero trust in that. So, you vote, and you vote for the people that you think are going to do it because they talking that good game and they just gassing, right? And then they turn around and they do the total opposite of what they said, right? And so then you vote again and they do the total opposite of what you do. And so then you get to the point where you be like, you know what, damn, well, fuck it, I'm not voting.
And that's basically why we have a low turnout.
But that's exactly
she just have explained to y'all the reason why we have a low turnout in the city.
And they say that.
Oh, okay, my bad, Bada. She didn't say that. Our bad.
But then we don't get to the point to where when we do with these few people that we vote.
Tell her we sorry, Bada.
These few people that we do vote in, we don't ever get to the point that when they do something, and those few people that we vote in and they do something right, and we don't get to the point to where we say, okay, well, this is what we did now.
Oh, okay, our bad.
We got these people in, and this is really what's happening, and they're doing this or whatever. But we can't ever get to that point to where we can make people comfortable and feel like their vote really count or their vote really matters. And that's the reason why I'm being totally honest with you. That's the reason why people don't vote.
And what's sad about that? They take that and they don't vote. These folks are looking at seeing very few of us voting, yet they're still trying to stop us from voting absentee, and they still trying to cut down our polling sites, and they're telling us we can't bring nobody a cup of water while they're in a long line.
But that's a reason.
And so that should be enough reason for all of these people to say, hey, my vote do count, because they trying to take these 10 votes that is count.
But Rich, that's education, right? That's something that we supposed to be teaching.
And we are not enough.
But we're not doing that. And we done dropped the ball, and the people before us dropped the ball, and the people before that done dropped the ball too. But that's just something so now, again, there's no trust in it. Nobody believes in it. Nobody knows anything about it because we're not teaching that. And so that's what happens. We allow them to take that type of stuff out of the curriculum. We allow them to tell us we can't teach this. We allow them to tell us that we can't do this, and we allow them to keep on doing all of this foolishness, and we don't come together and we don't stand up against it because we continue to allow those things to be in place.
Amen.
And then I got another, since we on the third ward, since we agree, we're gonna get Judy, because we ain't got them, but y'all ain't got no choice but to give her a chance. And she should, I mean, just because a person got this, they might do good business. That's what
I think she gonna be on this side of the fence today, on that side of the fence tomorrow.
Hey, that's life.
But at least she gonna be on our side of the fence sometime. Kate was never on our side.
Well, answer this question now. Okay. We down to the third ward. This is what I got for you,
ward.
Rich. This is what I got for you. Okay. Since we're gonna talk about, you said that quote earlier you heard about the people that was voting, picking them, didn't even like them.
Oh, wait, the people that picked who? Quincy?
No, He's talking about really was AC what I'm thinking.
I think.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Please put the capital A double L up in there. Allegedly.
So, allegedly,
this is not a fact.
Right. No, I'm trying to get this right. So allegedly, someone said that.
I think what it is, just to do this as we're on the third ward, I think, and don't get me wrong, and I know AC might be mad about this, but it's just my opinion. I think he was a flawed candidate. And what
I feel that the people that was behind him should have got behind David in this election.
I think he was a flawed candidate because AC to me didn't know what he was fighting for. Like, he kept thinking the older voters was gonna come out and vote for him. AC to me didn't want to reach out to the youth, the younger ones. And he took on this fight with the weed dispensaries. You didn't want this here. To me, it was like he wasn't on the good issues. He took real issues. And not saying, I just think AC was a flawed candidate. I think
he was a flawed candidate with a flawed campaign team.
Right.
Now just keep it real. He had a flawed campaign team. They was out there crying about Quincy getting endorsement and having yard signs when they should have been putting up AC Dumas yard signs. They was crying about Quincy getting mail-in. What they should have did, they should have made a couple extra mail-ins for AC Dumas. And they should have got out there and they should have knocked a couple more doors for AC Dumas. They should have had people at the polls for AC Dumas.
I really think AC Dumas should have started last year. His ground game. So whoever his campaign manager was, they should have started last year.
I think that AC Dumas should have stuck to the top.
They should have bagged me, even though I was a write-in. That was the price. That was a serious
Rich,
price.
let her answer that, man. Rich, because you ain't letting the sister say nothing. You just studied.
I love you. Mute my mic. Mute me.
I think that AC Dumas was speaking too much on things that had absolutely nothing to do with the campaign or the people at all. I think that he spent too much of his time bashing,
Quincy.
doing all of that stuff, bashing Quincy, or whomever it was that he was bashing. I think that he spent too much time doing that. And I feel like he did I feel like him and Kate Fields ran the same type of race.
Right. Because that's why I say he was a flawed candidate. Now, don't get, because Becky Brown said he was fighting for W.T. Stevens' money. I get that, but he wasn't. But right, Rich, I'm with you with that. Who was?
I mean, I get he was fighting for W.T. Stevens' money, but what else though?
Yeah, but he was still a flawed candidate. I think.
No, but I'm saying, what else was he fighting for? Was he backing him about that water situation?
Oh no, he was trying to ignore that.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I said he was.
You're not fighting for the right things, and I'm gonna continue to say that every council person that wasn't standing behind anybody with this water situation is a sucker.
Well, I say this with the dark money.
I was a write-in candidate, so it's going to be hard for a write-in. If I would have got one mailing, I would have won that election.
But going back to that right there, I think we need to really do something with Miss Inez Brown. Like, if they ain't get enough people, because it shouldn't be that. As far as if you had enough signatures, man, they like that right there. They really need to get rid of now. Okay, Bada said Quincy was for and with Neely. I can believe that, but if Quincy had dark money, Bada.
He was doing what with Neely?
Nah, he was with Neely. Rich, they did say you started too late.
I didn't start too late. I was by myself. Hell, How one person with one
Well,
leg?
Chris said, Rich, you started too late, and your association in public also, Rich, affected you negatively.
Okay, can we talk about that?
Well, you want to go to because
Yeah,
what y'all feel about? Hold
listening.
on. Do y'all feel about? So you think what's the name would be good? Quincy gonna be good? Well, I said, what? You think Councilman Quincy Murphy would be good for the third ward?
Toss up.
I don't know.
We got to get if we can.
But I want to give. But I'm definitely wholeheartedly.
So he's gonna be. I say this much. He's gonna be interesting.
So you think he gonna be? So what you saying? He gonna be a sign? I mean,
I don't know.
He might be another.
He might be another Maurice Davis on this side today, on that side tomorrow.
So what you saying? He'll be a rubber stamp for? Well, Maurice Davis. What you feel to realize? What I did like about Maurice. Maurice did come in the month. I mean, Maurice did change in the end when he seen the error. So if you saying Quincy gonna do that, if he can see the error in Neely, that means that'll be good.
Maybe he come in not seeing the error and then make an error.
Okay.
And I don't know, but all I can say is this is going to be very interesting. He is a very interesting individual.
So how you feel?
I feel like we need to give him a chance. He ain't been in here. We need to give him a chance. Yeah. I can't say that I ain't seen him out there working. Like at first I did it. Like I really wasn't seeing too much of him or whatever. Right. But then when I seen him out there, he was out there. But I really do think that we need to give him a chance. So I don't have anything negative to say about him as far as this goes because I think he needs an opportunity to prove himself.
See, I know him. I know him personally from being in the neighborhood. I probably gave myself away now saying that. I done seen him in the hood doing things. Yeah. So I can't.
That's what I'm saying. I got a chance to witness him being active and continuously being active.
Now, as far as politically, what I didn't like. Now, I'm going to be honest. I didn't like how everything he acted like. I mean, I ain't going to say he acted like, well, Kate them couldn't do no bad. That's what me and Quincy kind of.
Then you gotta look at the people that's bagging.
Well, he lost me at that, but that's what I'm saying.
You gotta look at who bagging.
But if he gonna be a rubber stamp, then I mean I'm gonna tell you if he ain't gonna. But what I said with his speech today, he did say he would want to work with people across the aisle. I'll turn your mic level.
No, you don't have to.
No, I'll turn your earphones because it was too headphones.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I want to see him but I believe he can do good. I believe, but like I said, I believe in a lot of people that did fucked up stuff.
I think everybody has an opportunity to
do good.
Now, whether they're going to
do it,
they'll go that path or not is a different thing. But again, like
he's gonna do some good. He's gonna do some bad. He's human. He's human. But I can guarantee this. He's going to be interesting.
My name Mickey. It ain't Mikey, but I know Quincy. If you wanted me, I'm here with the person I wanted to win the third ward is Rich Jones. You know what I'm saying? But I did back because we had to get behind somebody that was on the ballot. Now,
y'all should have got behind me.
The fearless leader picked. No, but I'm just telling you.
I'm just saying.
The fearless leader, Dewan picked it. The fearless leader picked. But AC, Dewan did, and that's what we got behind.
We didn't.
I said no. Dewan picked AC.
And you said, and then we got behind
because we Black Lives Matter. I mean, it was rough. I mean, it was. We had some disagreements up here.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we had disagreements. I know who I wanted to win was Rich. Now we can get to the second ward.
No, I thought we was addressing Rich from Chris's thing.
Yeah, we addressed about what Chris said.
But that's going to lead into the second ward too.
That's going to lead into the second
because Chris said something about that too. Why Sister Muhammad didn't win. I mean.
Okay, we'll get to that. What I want to say to Rich is what I didn't really get a chance. Well, I kind of talked to Rich, and me and Rich got a chance to talk a few times. But what I was saying to Rich, and I said this, and you can tell the people that I really did tell you this. And I said to Rich, Rich, you wear your heart on your sleeve. You remember me saying this to you? You wear your heart on your sleeve and you be so passionate about it that it turns so negative and people be like, oh shit, I don't want to hear this shit. You feel me? And remember what I told you? Remember I told you, I said, stop worrying about all of that. Stop getting on there, going on in rest. Stop worrying about that and just do you and go for you. Have your race. You don't need all of that. You didn't need all them accolades from these other people. You didn't need all of those other people's backing because what you was doing.
I didn't get all those other people.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I was saying. Remember, I said you too worried about that. Stop worrying about that and just go on and run your race and do that because when you got your feet to the ground and you out there and the people that's gonna back you is gonna back you and those are the ones that's gonna come. But them the ones that's voting. That's what
Well,
I
God,
told him.
look,
dog.
and listen. People say
I told him to cut all that shit out.
Only thing
And
that
he
was
was
so
doing on Facebook. I said, cut all that shit out, Rich. And bring
sound like
your
my
right.
mom.
Did I
Sound like
not
my
tell
mom.
you that? I told
But I did.
And we told you about them 1 o'clock in the morning
Man, I
specials
told
you
him
was
that.
doing.
I
Rich,
told him that.
Rich was
Listen,
doing.
y'all, all of y'all that's watching this, I told him.
We
I
told
said,
But
Rich.
look, I had to
Everybody wanna
use
see that.
every weapon I had.
That wasn't no
I
weapon.
couldn't be.
But it
I
was a
couldn't.
weapon against
Against you,
yourself.
Rich. And
It
then
wasn't a weapon against everybody else. It was a weapon against you.
and we
But
tried to
it
get
was
Rich, and we tried to get Rich a campaign manager. He didn't listen to us. But now we're on to the second ward. Now the thing with what Chris Keller said about the lovely Miss Audrey Young Muhammad. Now let's get to that dark money. Now, how do y'all feel about that race between Dr. Liddell Lewis
I feel
and Sister Audrey Young Muhammad?
I feel that I spoke for me and Sister Muhammad when I spoke in the jail, and I told the inmates that we know how I feel not to be
Wow, Bada, you hurt me.
That I feel when I said I feel that we know how about not being supported. And what I mean by that, Sister Muhammad should have had it. I don't care about me. I'm good.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
people was calling me on election day like, "What poll you need me?" I said, "No, I'll call somebody else. Go work with them." I was good. But Sister Muhammad should have had at least 10 people knocking doors with her, and she didn't have none. I went out with her a couple times. Eric Mays went out with her one time. Can't nobody else even say that. No, wait a minute. She had a group. She had a group that went out one time. She had a group that went out. But she should have had more people that wanted to walk
This
and
the
knock
question
doors
I
for
want
her
to know.
with her.
Did dark money play a role into the second one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got Sister Muhammad
Yep.
knocking doors by herself versus
Yep.
Liddell Lewis with 10 with about 5 literature drops and all kinds of publicity talking about cleaning up park and misparking all this. Hey, yeah, they played the difference.
Now I want to answer this question because I seen Chris put this on there earlier. Fires about her association with certain people that hurt her.
Okay.
Let's speak on it.
Let's speak on that.
Who was Sister Muhammad? Who was he talking about that she's associated with that hurt her?
Let me speak. Can I say?
Because
I believe that I know where Chris is going, and I believe that he is going to say you and Eric May.
Yep.
And the reason why I say that is the same reason I told you cut that shit out.
No, you're right, Jaleel. Not dark money, evil money.
Evil money.
So, but I believe that that's where he's going with that. In saying that,
He said Mays and Rich. That's what he just said.
See, I was right.
But
But
when we walk, let me say something to Mr. Chris, and I understand what you're saying. When I walk a water line and I talk to the people, and I can talk to 30 people, only one of them will have something bad to say about Eric Mays. When I was knocking doors in the 3rd ward, people asked me, how did I feel about Eric Mays? And if I didn't answer that question correctly, I ain't get no love.
But can I say this to you?
And that's the same that goes for the 2nd ward.
But let me say this too, Rich. I know that there's a lot of people that they say that and they feel like, yeah, I'm back in Eric Mays, but then just like they can say that about anybody in their face, but it don't really count.
Look at the votes
until you vote it. But no,
look at the number of votes that man got.
No, I totally agree on that. But I'm still saying what I'm saying about the negativity that was coming from the campaign. You feel me? And I feel like that's where Rich is. I mean, I'm sorry, Chris.
That was an image that was put out there. It was an image that was put out there saying that Eric Mays was bad company. And the only thing that was bad about Eric Mays was he was calling out the people that call us naysayers. That was the only thing that was wrong with Eric Mays. But I understand what Chris Caleb is saying because a lot of people that are against Eric Mays, a lot of people that did not want Eric Mays to win, that was their campaign conversation. But the truth of the matter of it is, if you were to go out there and hit those streets, Mr. Caleb, you will find out that Eric Mays has way more love and respect than those few people that you are listening to that talking about being around Eric Mays. Because believe me, people say, oh, Eric Mays is gonna hurt you. Eric Mays,
but he's saying that Eric Mays and you hurt her.
I ain't hurt her because I wasn't even really with her.
But this what I'm saying. But how can
And how can you say somebody hurt her?
No, he not saying him. He just saying that's what the people.
Well, of course, and I understand it's some of the people that saying it.
But
if he came in the hood,
yeah.
if he walked over to Marathon gas station, if he walked over to Paradise, if he walked around where we are at, besides those shelters, people that received all of those mailings, he would get a whole different view. That's all I'm saying. It's 3 different views.
Yeah, but basically what Chris saying they
and let me ask you this
they smear campaign.
How many people?
No, they smear campaign. That's all he's saying. Yeah. But he basically said he said, Rich, you was being exploited by Lou Mason on social media also. Mm-hmm. That's what Chris was saying.
I was exploiting him. Lou Mason is still a liar. That's why I'm blocked from that group. Lou Mason is still a liar. And I would say that. And he's very disrespectful. And once again, he's paid to distract people. He's paid to when Eric Mays put something out there to get everybody talking about him driving down the wrong way with 4 flat tires.
But you can't be mad at that.
But the whole thing about it is I think where Chris is going with this is that, okay, yeah, you can go in the hood and you can say that, but where are the votes coming from? The hood ain't voting.
The hood ain't voting.
With that, you just
and the people that Chris Taylor talking about don't even live in Flint.
But you just made.
But the people that he talking about don't even live in Flint.
Yeah, I know.
But you just made Chris's point. That you going in the hood and you talking to these people. If the hood not voting, then what good is that?
That's what Jaleel said too.
That's all I'm saying.
He said the hood didn't
vote. The hood ain't voting. Hell, I got 25 yard signs in people's yard that didn't go vote. I know what y'all talking about.
Rich, but that's the hood don't vote. But you made his point. That's what he's saying.
But that didn't have nothing to do with me and Eric May because the hood didn't vote. I'm just talking about personal opinion.
No, but I think
they love Eric.
But
those people that he talking about don't even live in
but you missing the point, Rich.
No, because I think that where Chris is going with that is exactly what I said to you. You doing all that ranting, that hooping and hollering and all that negativity from social media and all that stuff when you going out there, that is the hurt because that hurt you. And then when it didn't hurt you, when you being associated with her, you be guilty by association, right? And her being associated, it hurt her. I think that's where he's going with that. And that's what he's saying. Because I told you the same thing. Rich, stop that. Cut the shit out.
So what was I doing that was so bad?
It wasn't that you was doing it so bad. What it was, he had such a hell of a PR team. That's what I'm saying.
Because the only thing I was doing was calling them see-through.
But Rich, that's like I just say just give you an example. Just say I'm hanging with Brother Roberts and Sister Satara, right? Mm-hmm. You can have people say, I wouldn't be around Mickey. Right. That's all it takes. Then you got 1 or 2 people saying I wouldn't be around Mickey. That's gonna hurt you. Then you get some fools that ain't even paying attention. They'd be like, well, Mickey, he bringing that down. That's all Chris was saying. It was just the people.
And then they blow it up.
Yeah, they steady doing it.
That's their job.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You got a good PR team. I feel
that's their job.
But you can't get mad that he get his people to do it. Our problem is we should have had people just like they evil money that was coming in. We should have had good money. It should have been good money coming behind the candidates. That's what our problem is. We don't be want to bag the good people.
And we leave people like Eric Mays to fight by themselves. We leave people like me to fight by ourselves. Yep. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened. When people like Mason Lou that don't even live in Flint, that they ain't even talking about nothing that make any sense. Anytime somebody can give him credit, you can give a guy like Mason Lou credit, that he ain't told the truth yet.
See, and I'm with you with that, Becky Brown. No, just like what Becky Brown said, that's how Monica lost her votes because she believed the church folks in her world war. They're not voting no more like that. People are not just voting like that no more. That's the problem. Y'all not going to get people if you get, just like we said earlier, all these city councils, right, that came up in there. Have any of this, have you seen? Because you've seen
none of them even come in and talk about resolutions and nothing. Yeah, but we don't even talk about changing.
That's the problem.
They don't even come in and talk about changing laws.
Listen,
all about
anytime you can hear Auto World where they say they gave $50 million for Auto World. Where's Auto World at? You can't tell me they ain't been throwing money away. So where's Auto World?
They ain't done throwing money away.
Just like Brother Robert's been saying, Lear came here.
We got a whole lot more money coming up here within these next couple of years, what we got now ain't nothing
Well,
compared to what's on this way.
What all
There's
you,
a lot of money
what
on
all
this
you
way
gotta
to
do is
spend.
all you gotta do is look at Auto World. They can blow money here.
Yeah.
So if they blew 50 million on Auto World, they finna blow through that
They blew 50
47.5.
million on Auto World. One Auto World there through a damn hissy fit about a casino, right? That was gonna steady bring a stream of money in, and then just say fuck Auto World and blew it to hell. Right?
And then
$50 million just blew it right
then
to
Detroit
hell.
Because you got billionaires talking.
Then
It don't
Detroit-
matter to them. We
yeah,
gotta get the billionaires out of the conversation.
but the vote came at city council though. They who did the vote.
But the billionaires that affected the city council.
Well, that's the problem then. So that's the thing. So how we thinking this city council finna change from the last one? Do you believe these people gonna help? That's in there now. That's the question.
Good question.
Because y'all want people to come vote for y'all, but then y'all give them nothing in return. We voted for the Democrats to get control of the Senate and the House.
Did you?
And can't get nothing.
Did you watch that? Did you watch that today?
Man,
Did you see how they talked about Dan Kildee like that land bank thing was so marvelous? You're dealing with these kind of people.
They said the concerned pastor stopped Auto World because the pastors might have did that.
The concerned pastor stopped the casinos.
Yeah, they stopped the casinos, right? But they still took their congregation out to Vegas.
And then they took their congregation, and then they was caught up in Detroit on their deathbed. A couple of them died. Before they died on them party buses going up there to the casinos. They're not here today, but a couple weeks before they died, they was up at
them concerned pastors and do anything they want to do to try to stop whatever. But I'm gonna tell you right now, them folks ain't gonna stop gambling.
So it's just up there.
They said it was. You know what they said?
They gonna get on.
They said it was too. They said it was too violent. It was gonna bring too much violence. When I go downtown in Detroit,
all right, good old.
That's probably the most peacefulest place in Detroit, and they got casinos and police and all that. You think y'all gonna bring a casino down here that close to downtown Flint that y'all guard and take care of?
But this I'll show you how silly our people is. They tell you we don't want no weed dispensary. We don't want this. No, we need blacks to get it. That's what you fools need to wake up. And I'm saying it's to all them blacks. I don't care who you is. If y'all act like y'all don't want to get in on that money, leave it alone. Then why speak on it? Because you steady going to Rite Aid and Walgreens. If you don't look at them as drug dispensaries, take too many Norcos or take too many Percocets and let's see what that kill you. Since they going around acting like that.
The green pills that got people numb now.
Then on
they
top
got
of
some
that,
kind of green pill going out.
But let's stop it.
But here's the thing though, and then the one or two black people that we do have it, like we not supporting Sweet Leaf like we should be.
So like
we should.
Blacks ain't gonna
Sweet
support nobody.
Leaf is a black company.
Yeah, and I know Pooh Diddy. Ooh, I almost forgot. He threw the Diddy on there. Yeah, Pooh Diddy. And we need to we need to get him in one day. Shatara on something you got something going on.
Shout out to Sweet Leaf.
Sweet Leaf. That's a black owned business on Door Highway, right?
Yeah, but
he's trying to.
Yeah, we show you can go in there as long as you're 21. They ain't got to have a card.
I was like, I ain't got no card. I don't smoke, so I don't know.
Oh, you said how would marijuana improve it? I'll put it like this, Jaleel. It can help blacks get some money in that industry because we buying it. How is it gonna help us steady going to the white man and going to his weed dispensary? That's not helping us. That's the only
reason why they legalized it. Right. They want it in.
Right. That's what I don't understand with that.
Same with the alcohol. They want it in.
Yeah, like they said.
You're right.
But why we ain't got? No, this the big thing I got. Is any one of them council people gonna get on there? Do you think Liddell, since she in there? Do you think Liddell Lewis gonna fight about why the Arab stores, I might be one of these liquor stores, keep able to get them 7 years tax free and switch it over to their peoples? We're gonna have anybody from the 1st to the 9th ward.
It would be interested if one of these current council people stood up for that one, because you gotta remember, I found out about that as a kid from my grandma and them. I didn't have to go to no council meeting to find out that's happening.
Let me own the dispensary and I'll show you what you can do. I'll show you what you can do with it, how you can help your people out. I did my bad. I'll show you how you can deal with it to help your people out. Open up schools to help our people out. That's what's crazy.
Yeah. I remember when.
But wait. Can I say this real quick? But I want to say this: why is it that you think that marijuana is like this big old thing that's so terrible? I ain't never seen a person on marijuana do nothing but be tired of eat a lot of giggle or so. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I ain't seen nobody wreaking no havoc that way about marijuana.
No, you're right. No, you're right on that. But see,
but I'm just trying to figure out what's the big ass deal. Why is everybody so hell bent on
money?
Money. Why we fighting it so hard?
Money.
But Jaleel, if we have money, we can have youth and galvanize in our own farmland and schools. Because we ain't got people thinking like that in Flint. If we have money, so we can go get. I ain't gonna say we ain't got people in Flint like that, but we ain't got people who want to take their money and go buy farmland. All these depleted school buildings that we got enough athletes who have money that can come open that up and open up a school system like LeBron did. We can hire our own people. But we're not going to do that because we have no money to do these things, and we're not going to pull resources together. I'm just saying we might as well get in the money game.
Listen, here's the thing about that. We can go back and forth and round about that. But at the end of the day, if you can't even help your neighbor next door because you know that her kids don't have nothing to eat over there, and you can't take them a plate. What the hell we gonna do? Why you bitching about a marijuana place?
Now that's what a lot of them do.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that just specifically to Jaleel, but I'm saying it to everybody out there. I'm not saying that to like I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if we can't do those little things like that we used to do, then why we fussing about something why we fussing about that? We got bigger fish to fry, and I'm gonna go to it again. And I've been saying that since
we voted for it.
Are we still not gonna talk about the dirty ass water that we have? It's 7 years, and we worried about marijuana. Come on. Listen, I am so sick and tired of fighting about shit that don't really matter for real, and we still don't have clean water.
Oh, they're not gonna give you no water.
Are you kidding me? But why we fussing about this though? Why are we fussing about this? Why are we going back and forth about this silly shit and we not fussing about the water? Why can't we have this same passion about compassion clubs about the water? It's the same thing. And no, I don't think Liddell is gonna do anything about the water. I don't think she's gonna do anything like that. She likes to throw parties just like DeJuan do. We just steady throwing parties and not doing shit for real. I'm not for that. I'm just saying we have got to do better. We just yelling about the same stuff and we not talking about the things that really for real matter, like the water.
They're not gonna do the water.
The schools,
system.
like these school systems. Our kids are getting shit pumped into their
the master plan.
And we're not doing anything about it. We just letting it ride because they out our face. Come on, we got to do better. Better. And we still yelling about the same things over and over again, but not the things that really matter for real.
Dr. Wesley Muhammad, my guy, Jaleel.
I'm tired of crying.
I'm tired of crying.
I'm tired of crying too. It's time to be proactive. It's time to be proactive.
But if you're not gonna get nothing through none of them, is we gonna get something like me and Brother Robert said Saturday. If them people on that ward, on that council seat would really make a change, they'd be dead. If they really got on there and was talking about they gonna get Flint some clean water, they wouldn't live. No, because
you know me, I'm dying hard for what I believe in.
But here's the thing then why do it if you're not gonna put yourself out there?
Because they're not doing it for that.
But that's my point though. Why do it if you're not gonna put yourself out there? Because I'm saying that I'm willing to die for my kids.
They wouldn't.
My kids' education and my kids' clean water. I'm willing to die for that.
But they not gonna do that. Have you seen about the clean water?
Say what needs to be said in order to win. Whatever they always tell you
I'm willing to die for it.
Well, now Jaleel did say the water will be fixed after the impoverished people ran out of the city and the gentrify the city. Yeah. When they get the blacks out of here.
The water gonna be fixed when the black people stand up and say, man, we tired of this. Y'all finna act right. It's a rainy day fund we not talking about.
But again, that's what I said from the beginning. Remember I said it when I was talking about it. Why y'all still paying it? If everybody comes to the same consensus and say, you know what, F this water bill, we not paying it. Put put your money in escrow so they can't come to you and say you don't have the money. You got your money in escrow, so if they come back and they fix it and they say, hey, you got a $1,200 water bill, you say, you mother, right, I got $1,200 water bill, and here go my money right here, because I set it right here until you fixed my shit.
Well, who
Just
can?
like you would do to your landlord.
Yeah.
This shit is driving me crazy.
We need to have the Davidson mentality.
Yeah, well, who
Davidson
can?
people
I
stand
feel
up
you. Who
even when it's a
campaign?
wrong
Brother
issue.
Robbins, do you feel me?
Yeah, no, I get it. Well, Bada just said who campaign on fix the water.
Rich.
Oh yeah,
Rich.
The guy that got blackballed.
Rich Jones.
The guy that got blackballed.
Nobody else.
And let somebody from out of town like Mason Lou talk about you was the wrong person to hang around. Man, y'all crazy, man. I was a good David up in this race, but God sees fit. We survived 3 years of Sheldon Neely, y'all. We survived 4 years of Donald Trump. We can survive 5 years of this city council.
Not if the same move is gonna be made.
Why is that the narrative? Why do we have to just survive? Why is that
we didn't push ourselves.
But that's bullshit though. But that's bullshit. Why we taking that? Why are we taking that? That's bull. Why we gotta just survive?
And I'm listening to you and I'm feeling you. But we don't stand up. Listen, when I held it's 600 people out there that ain't paid their water bill in a year. Where y'all at? Why y'all not standing up demanding y'all get y'all water accounts zero balance? Where y'all at?
No, every person in Flint shouldn't have paid their water bill for 7 years, not just 1 year. Are you kidding me? I'd be 7 years in a hole. If I lived in the city of Flint, I would be 7 years in a hole.
How you gonna do that when the people
that? I would be 7 years in a hole. I don't give a damn about nobody else. I'm telling you where I would be.
Understand what you're saying.
7 years in a hole. I swear to God, I would be. My right hand to God, I would be 7 years in a hole right now. I wouldn't give a damn if they shut it up or rip my pipes. I wouldn't care what they did with. I would be 7 years in the hole strong. I mean that with everything in me. I wouldn't give a damn if nobody else didn't pay theirs. I'm gonna tell you where I'm at. I'm 7 years strong. That's where I would be. I promise. On everything I love, I promise. I'm been telling my people that all the time. My own family that live right in the city where that's affecting them. Stop paying that. Why are you paying that? Stop it. If you were renting a house and your roof is caving in and your landlord is telling you gotta pay, right? And you say, I'm not paying you until you fix my roof. What you gonna do is, and what if you got a lawyer, your lawyer will tell you, put your money in escrow. Yep. Put your money in escrow. Don't pay it. Put it in escrow. They can take you to court all day. And if they put you in, and when they take you to court and you have this proof, because now you done gone to the bank and you opened up an escrow account for your rent, right? And you go in there and you tell them, and you go to the judge, you like, they can say what they want to. I got all the rent right here. Fix my rent.
Well, on Flo, that's what we looking for the mayor to do.
That's exactly what they should be.
She said, on Flo said, if they don't fix the infrastructure, the water will never be drinkable. No, but the money came in, and then people accuse Weaver of stealing that money. So it ain't like the money ain't came in.
$67 million that Chris Caleb keeps saying that I was crying about when I was trying to talk to Mason.
Right.
Mason Lou was disturbing this conversation. That's the $24 million. It was $267 million that Eric Mays had served Rick Snyder, and the city of Flint went dumb.
So Jaleel said, Sister Satara, that's part of the chess move to gentrify. You don't pay, they put it on your taxes, and then they take your home and they sell it to the investors. However, again, if you have the money and it's in escrow,
they can't do
what can they do? They can't do that. And Jaleel, I'm telling you right now, they would have, listen, you couldn't melt and pour me out my house if I had that money in escrow, and you telling me that I have to move and you gonna put it on my taxes. All right, you gonna have to get that back in blood, because I'm telling you right now, you're not getting shit. And again, you're gonna have to get it back in blood, because if I got my money sitting right here for you, and it's specifically in this account for that, and that's how that goes, I wish you would. Please believe me.
I got a question for everybody. Who was down with Eric Mays when he served Rick Snyder?
What administration was that in?
That was under the Karen Weaver administration.
So basically, you saying Mayor Weaver didn't
stand behind him either.
Right.
The city didn't stand behind him.
That's right.
And then you got people talking about I was ratting. Yeah, I was ratting because I want people to know that Eric May served Rick Snyder and the city of Flint with silent. And I'm going to keep saying that because on the campaign trail, people did not know that. When I was helping Claudia in the state rep race, people did not know that. People do not know that we had a $24 million surplus when Karen Weaver left office, and we now have a $17 million. People did not know that during this campaign. And I don't care. I will keep waking up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning telling people that because that needs to be heard versus somebody like Mason Lou telling them some kind of delusional lie. And Linda Polly out there with all of these delusional lies. People like that need to be checked. They cannot keep telling our folks lies and misleading people. We got people right now calling Karen Weaver a thief because nothing was nipped in the bud. It's just time that we just, if we got to be vocal. And like I said on the Karen Weaver show, we got to go back to living like the Black Panthers before they was.
Hold on, Rich. Flo gonna say this. Now we gotta get this really together. She said because they stopped using the water fund money to pay the city bill is the reason it was a $17 million.
You can say what you want to say, but the proof is in the math. It started off with a plus 24. It is now at a negative 17. Whatever decisions he made, whether they were, and apparently they had to be bad because you were negative $41 million. You can blame whoever you want to blame on it, but the truth is the truth. You are a negative $41 million in your 2 years in office. That's the truth. The reason why, go on and give us $1 million of it, but the bottom line is the bottom line, negative 41 million, Flo. You can't explain that talking about a water thing. And then, Flo, if that's the situation.
She said it's against the charter to use the water.
It's against the charter to use what water?
I guess the water fund. That's what I'm.
So you telling me that this man, this is rescue money. You have a governor that said you can't turn anybody water off. And you telling me that the money can't be used for that? You telling me that Dan Kildee told me personally that it can't be used?
Yeah, well, Flo got her own understanding on that because that's
that riding down the highway with 4 flat tire syndrome.
Yeah, because
that's all that is.
Yeah, she got her own.
That's all that is.
She's saying it's not the same money. I mean,
it's the $47.5 million that's sitting down there right now that we talking about, Flo. We're talking about the same money.
Well, Becky Brown said, what about the $125 million that has not been accounted for? She said, I don't believe that amount of money that's in y'all fund.
Flo, answer that question. Because I don't got no answer, Becky. Flo do. Well, what happened with that?
Well, Linda Proud said greetings to you, man. Linda Proud.
Miss Linda Polly?
Yeah.
Oh, Linda know where that 125 go, Linda.
No, but I mean, but she be coming in and she be coming in right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She know all of this. Linda, how you feel about that garbage contract and the water not being fixed? I just want to know how she feel about that. Cause she be writing good stuff on.
Yeah, but she one of the main opponents against that zero balance.
Oh yeah, I know she was.
Oh, it can't be done. And charter violations, like just ignoring everybody that said, how you gonna know the guy that wrote the bill up? How you gonna tell somebody that said it can be done, that wrote the bill up, that it can't be done?
But you know what though? What I don't get with Linda Probably, man, honestly, and I know she's supposed to be a lawyer. I mean, she's a lawyer and she's supposed to be a student and all this, right? But what is the peep that she's saying about that Neely contract, about that garbage contract?
I ain't hear nothing.
What do she feel any way about that 47.5 million? But what I do see, I know she's not gonna be mad when they give it to all these different other community first stuff. Like,
are we talking about Linda Poley?
Yeah, Poley. Yeah.
Oh,
P-O-H-L-Y.
Because she says she don't know what 125.
Oh yeah. I figured that.
What about the garbage contract, Linda? Then you know about that? Because y'all garbage been getting picked up, Rich, for the last 2 weeks.
Mine have, but I heard a lot of horror stories. I'm not gonna lie. I do not personally have a problem with the garbage company, but a lot of people do, and especially in the second ward.
She said this was Felinda Lee Hall said. Felinda told me that the water fund cannot be used to pay the city's bills because it's against the charter. The 47 million is not the water fund money. Oh, she talking about the water fund money. That's what they saying at 25. What we would say it was 24 million. She's saying that's the water fund.
So what the shelter? So explain this to me.
Oh well, Linda said she wish they really did.
What did shelter nearly do to turn this to a negative $41 million? I need to know that. So okay. Oh, how much of that $41 million was that 20 is in that water fund that you're talking about?
No,
the whole 24 came because of the water fund.
Well, Linda, where's the 646 million at? That's the question Jaleel asked. He asked for that 646. I mean,
that hasn't been found from the audit that was under the former mayor Weaver.
Yeah, where's that money at?
The one nearly supposed to put together an investigation for?
No, yeah, he said, what about the 646 million that hasn't been found from
that was the money that I keep talking to y'all about, the Eric Mays subpoena Rick Snyder about, and the city did not get behind him. We would not have to answer that question if we would have got behind Eric Mays and made Rick Snyder come down here and answer that question.
But the reason I probably think I say some of them didn't mess with that
about this because they chicken.
No, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't because they chicken.
I'm gonna call it like it is.
Yeah, you made
Brother
me right.
Roberts, am I right? They're chickens.
I think they was just scared for
They're
this.
chickens.
I think they was scared.
A chicken is scared.
Right. Yeah. The reason I say scared was because it is for political reasons. You know what I'm saying?
I believe you.
No, because look at Snyder now. Did he get charged for anything?
Yes, no.
Hey, give Linda Foley the phone number. She said she can't keep up with the typing. Let her call.
I don't blame her.
When
I feel you.
I
agree with you 100% on that, Linda.
You know what? If you touch
Linda, can you send me a friend? Send
in your email. But you know what? Because I was gonna
send us
say.
your email. We'll tap you in right now. We can talk.
If not, we can do it tomorrow because I was getting ready to bounce. It's 8 o'clock. It's gonna be 8 o'clock. You know what, Linda? Send Shatara a friend request, or we can send you an email. Matter of fact, what you got to do tomorrow? What time you'll be free? Because we could bring Linda on in this. I'll just send her. We'll send her the email. Yeah, Linda, if you be say 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
How's it argument? There's no argument falling out. We just saying where the money is.
I got another question. How can we fix our budget?
Oh, she just did it. She put the email in here.
How can we fix our budget?
Wait, how is there an argument and falling out about Mayor Weaver versus Mayor Neely when neither comes with clean hands or a spotless resume?
Tomorrow, Linda, we gonna bring you in. Shatara come on here about 6. So you said 7 o'clock.
Jaleel.
Can we do this tomorrow with you at say 7 o'clock?
And tomorrow, cool, 7 o'clock. Can you point
7
out all
o'clock
of
tomorrow,
the
Linda? We're gonna send you the
Hold on.
We're gonna send you the link out tomorrow. We can bring you in, Linda, for you can get on here and answer some of our questions. Yeah, she put her email up in there. That's what
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't been speaking on it. I don't have dogs.
Yeah, we need to live because
she said
he got inside information from both of them. Yeah.
I'm finna send it to you, Shatara, for you to send it back.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna text it to you.
Flint was in debt when Flint was in debt when Neely became mayor, according to the audit, because the money was or had been moved around like Flint wasn't in debt. Y'all remember water mains and pipelines were being busted during the Weaver administration, etc.
And they still being busted. And we need to know about the pipe replacement. How many pipes have been replaced since the Weaver administration left?
I just text that to you. Keep that in your whistle now.
We need to know all that because we still have pipes that haven't been replaced, and we done ran out of money a couple of times, and we done gave them extra money a couple of times.
My thing is why he hasn't paid
I'm not
WT
putting anybody's
Stevens.
dirty laundry out here. I'm just speaking on.
What he's talking about dirty? Who said we putting dirty people?
Said I don't put people's dirty laundry.
You calling for it? Put it out there. Don't ask nobody else to put no dirty laundry out there. Explain.
We'll be ready at 7 tomorrow, Linda.
Yeah.
in the life of my community.
Jaleel, man, tell us the dirt on both sides of the administration. Don't just ask us to do your dirty work. Explain what was done that was bad by Karen Weaver, and explain the bad about Sheldon Neal.
I can't agree with that. If you're gonna bring it up, then you might as well talk about it on both sides.
I believe it was flaws on both sides, but I believe
you need to talk about the flaws on both sides.
But I believe Neely made more flaws on this time around because he came out and said he was going to be transparent. Then he said he was going to do all these things. Like I say this with Jaleel.
What about the helicopter, Jaleel? How you feel about the helicopter that's you taller than?
What I will say with this, I feel like he came in because I think even with that, what was that he was doing them wars when he did the war talk, the people couldn't talk. That was no, he said, nah, Jaleel, I feel you can care less, but what I do feel like this, though.
You can care less now?
But this what I feel, Jaleel. I feel with the things that y'all got going on, I feel like Neely played with the man up. He should have came and funded what you had going on. I feel like a lot of things he could have funded around here, but him sitting around like you got to come kiss the ring. That's what I look at it like. People like you got to come kiss the ring if you do this and that. That's petty to me. That's real petty. You came in here and not, like I said, when he was running, he was going in on Weaver. That's why when his people
was going in,
but when his people
were spreading lies, they still think that woman is a thief to this day.
But this is my thing. When he did that, what I get when I tell Ain't Flo, this when Winston was sitting right there. I said, when they did it to Neely, I mean, when they was doing it to Weaver, it was all right. He shouldn't be mad that it's getting did to him. That's my thing. You can throw the rock, like my old man to say, you want to throw the rock and hide your hand. See, now he want to cry wolf. That's even with the comments.
The truth hurts.
Now, what I want to see is this city council going to hold his ass accountable, make him come down there and see, and not get no budget at the end where they got to force it down to people's throat. Like, if you're going to keep playing that game, you know, if you're going to keep playing that game, like I said, why is it all the time when the blacks coming down there to get contracts, they can't get none? They was getting screwed by Kate Fields. But it seemed like we had a lot of people didn't understand that Kate was doing that. Mm-hmm. Like they didn't have nothing wrong with that. Ain't Flo. Ain't Flo eyes was closed when it was coming down there. But when people, even Art was saying she was racist, they saying they couldn't understand what it was.
Like I said, we close our eyes when we supposed to lift them up, and we raise our voices when we should be quiet, and we be quiet when we should raise our voices. We got to get our acting, like my girl said. We got to get our acting, and that's what, get it right.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm sick of our people, but we don't want to fund our people. But we act like we got to do everything for free. That free shit should be over.
Over with.
If you get behind somebody, you should be behind them. Yeah, that free shit over.
That's why when they called me up, man, I was like, man, go help Sister Muhammad. Go help anybody. I'm good. I done did this by myself. I can do the day by myself. I didn't even have nobody.
Sister Muhammad, I had no problem helping. But I'm just saying, I'm saying when our people be in position, we don't want to go spend money at their store.
No, they don't want to do nothing.
But then our people got to stop too and know how to be having gracious when a person is coming to spend to you. Be customer friendly. Man, we got a bunch of clowns.
They cut me so deep that I had a guy that was gonna buy me yard signs. They taught him how to buy me yard signs. So I know I can't really show no love to the others because they should have. Not only didn't they get behind me, they talking people out of support me.
She said, "I got something for you and all to follow up on. In case you end the live before I finish, please return to read and address."
What's that?
Chris, I don't know. What you mean by that, Miss Mendoza?
What do you have for us to follow up on, Miss Crystal? Jaleel said, when we suffer from trust and post-traumatic slave disorder, we will not spend with one another or come together for change.
Yeah, because they got us divided. That ain't.
Hey, look at this election.
Like shit, we divided. You got Neely side, you got Weaver side, but then we got to be honest though. My thing is this: who's in power right now? Neely in power. Neely could have changed the what's the name. Neely can get out here and get this infrastructure together. He got that 47.5. Ain't nobody finna keep begging.
Neely can do a better job with his relationship with the state. Hell, your wife is the state rep, and Gretchen Whitmore endorse your
No,
wife.
Linda.
Why y'all can't get them to do something for us?
No, Linda, I'm gonna send you the email. I'm gonna send you the link to the matter of fact, I'm gonna send you a test run right now. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna send you tomorrow through your what's the name. This dude, I gotta copy this clipboard. Email.
You know what?
Let me do. I'm gonna show you what I'm
I
talking
don't know.
about.
We can argue about this all day, or we can debate about it all day, and we do we do need to become unified, and that comes with education too. But we have to start that with our little ones, you know, from the ground up. Is where we have to start it. We can't just go and talk to a 60-year-old man and make him conform to what we're doing because he is set in his ways now. But we need to start it younger, and then on top of all of that, we can't be so negative to the fact that where we just continue to say, well, we can't do this with our people, or they do this and they do that, or whatever. We can say that till the cows come home. But at what point are we gonna stop all the negativity from it and just go for it? Like, and here's the other thing. I just don't feel like platforms like this are just airing people's laundry or whatever, right? It's getting these things out.
That's what I'm gonna send to you tomorrow, and that's what you just gonna type in when we hook up. I mean, when we go on live tomorrow, I'm gonna send that to you probably 5 minutes before we go on, Linda. Okay. But Linda did say, she said, but I do want 5 or 10 minutes to talk about community engagement with Harper. Oh, no problem, Linda. We're gonna talk about the American Rescue Plan. I just sent her the what's in that. Yeah, I just sent it to her.
But I think we need to stop. I think we need to stop thinking that I don't know. I just feel like sometimes people they say certain things, and then when it don't go the way that they think that it should be going, and then they'll say like.
Well, tell Linda she can't compare Flint with Ben Harbor because Ben Harbor is way smaller than Flint, and they didn't receive nearly the amount of money that Flint received. So when you say spending $1 in Flint, and you kind of compare to spending $1 in Ben Harbor, you're not going to be able to do that. And what I mean by that is when we get to talking about that zero balancing, you ain't going to be able to cut it off talking about you can't put that much money into no account.
So Crystal Mendoza said, Flint is majority Native Black. Therefore, you all are not the minority. Your city council needs to correct this backwards operating. I agree. There are billions of dollars coming to Michigan and no telling how much is specifically allocated for Flint
and Genesee County.
Therefore, the city contracts are going to the majority and the set asides go to the minority. The people of no color are the minorities. I agree.
We love you. I love you too, Bada. That's shooting it right back at Bada.
I have more to say, but I think this is sufficient to get the message.
Crystal, we're gonna send you the link out too. We can say we can get you on the line too. You can come on and express what you got to say tomorrow. We're gonna bring Linda Polly on. Then we'll see if you want to come on. Just send us. Put your email. Send your email to Shatara. We'll make it work.
Or you can put it right here.
Oh yeah, put it. But I think when we go off, will we lose it? No, put your email in the comments, Crystal. If you want to speak on it tomorrow, we'll bring you in. And with that being said,
y'all be cool out here in these streets. We're gonna come on tomorrow. We're gonna do all of that. We love y'all. We appreciate you all for coming on. Y'all have a great night.
And y'all got 2 hours to order y'all some tacos from Jesse's Taco House. On Hewitt Street across from Shiloh Apartments.
All right. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Blackout.
Blackout.